Oh, what a fucking week that was. How's it going? Wooden Spoon Supercoach here. I got very unlucky this week. I finally got on Keon, and he's going to be out for a few weeks with a broken eye socket. Not going to sell him though. I'm going to hold on to him. I've got Katoa on the bench. It'll be fine. And anyone else who's got him, I'd probably recommend holding as well. He's just an option that we're all going to really want for the run home because he's been a bit of a revelation this year. Ola Kawatu, not a hold, unfortunately. He has a dislocated shoulder. He'll be out for at least 6 weeks. I've got some money in the bank, so I'm going to flip him up to Hudson Young. He's the only other real second row forward that I haven't already got that I want for the run home. And then I'm pretty much set in the forwards. I've got AFB, Payne Haas, Taylor May, Hamish Stewart as backup. Maybe he'll get traded to someone else. So now to finish setting up my team, I just need to flip Fogarty to Hughes at the right time and just beef up my centre wing a little bit. So this week I'm thinking one trade, Hamoli to Hudson, and then maybe I could nuff out... No, Hamish Stewart has a bye this week, I think. Yeah, he does. So he won't drop cash. So his role has gotten a little bit worse, so that's kind of making him a sell. But he's got a bye this week coming up, so we can hold on to him for a little bit, and then maybe I'll nuff him out the week after. Now I just need to decide if I want to get Kiraz or Zach Lomax in. I'm pretty sure a good time to get Zach Lomax in was next week. Okay, the Eels. The Eels have the Titans for round 16, and that's on the Sunday. So very good chance Lomax backs up for that. So maybe he's a target this week. He also has St. George after that, which I also like. The only caveat with bringing Zach Lomax in now is Mitch Moses is out for a couple of weeks. So maybe we have a look at the Bulldogs. Kiraz isn't an option this week because he's on the bye, but then he has Penrith, Broncos, North Queensland. Okay, that's tough. Anyway, I'll figure that out at a later date. Let's go over the scores. Sharks beat the Dragons 30-18. Britton Nickera scores a double for an 108. He's not really an option unless he keeps this kind of form up. His scores have been a bit lackluster this year. Sione Katoa overcame that ankle injury he had at the end of last week and comes out and scores a ton. And with Hirotti's injury, I really think the Sharks could start favouring Sione Katoa's side. So this is his second game. His break-even will get pushed down. I think a lot of people will be jumping on him this week, and I can see why. I think it's a good option. Blake Brayley had a very, very good game, as did Adam Fanua-Blake, 76 without an attacking stat, so that's great from him. Nicho Hynes, lackluster, 57. I'm honestly thinking I might go him to Hughes instead of Fogarty to Hughes at this point. It's just not really happening for him. I still think he'll get some good scores for the end of the year, but I think Fogarty might outscore him. McInnes with a 54, a little bit of a down week, but that's fine. For the Dragons, not too much relevance. Damien Cook had a good game. He looks to be getting a few more minutes with him and Jacob Little being played on the field at the same time. Toby Couchman, unfortunately, injured himself. I think it was an ankle, that one. So he's probably a sell as well. He is kind of peaking in price as well. Hamish Stewart, he's becoming a sell. He's coming back off the bench now. He might start because of Couchman's injury, but he's kind of peaking as well. They have the bye next week, so he's not an immediate sell, but I'll probably be looking to nuff him out. Titans Manly, fucking hell. At least I had Garrick, and at least I had Fitzgibbon. I'm probably more happy about the Fitzgibbon one, because everyone was jumping on Corey Allen instead, who hasn't been doing very well, and now Fitzgibbon's had a good score. That'll push his break-even down, and I think people will start to jump on him now. But good to get on him early. I know Makapsu did as well. Shout out to you. Olaquatu with his fucking dislocated shoulder. It is what it is. I've got money in the bank. I'm going to flip him up to Hudson. And realistically, there's no one else to talk about here at Manly. Trbojevic isn't an option. I think Cherry Evans has derailed our season. I got the captaincy right with James Tedesco, which is nice. I'm pretty sure he got a try assist in updates that people were a bit fuming about. Nwakanitawasi, Savala, and Billy Smith all just did average, which is fine, realistically, in an Origin week. Navahu White with a decent score coming back. Sandon Smith with the 29 isn't great, but at least you've actually got him as a number with Sam Walker's thumb injury. For the night, Dylan Lucas killing it as usual. And I brought Dane Gagai in as soon as I heard that Sharp was out. I thought just maybe there was a bit of a pod play there. I have been talking about Gagai a lot, so I got him in. And I'm quite happy with the trade, to be honest. Greg Marzhew looked a bit injured towards the end of the game, so I don't think we'd be looking at him. Cowboys Dolphins. At least Manly weren't the complete laughing stock of the round. Jack Bostock I really like as an option. 400k. He hasn't been that good this year, but the Dolphins are heating up. All he has to do is score tries, and that score is going to give him a crazy negative break even. He's already got a 2. So I think a lot of people will be jumping on him next week. And I think it's just good to get a piece of the Dolphins. I did say I thought Herbie Farmworth was still a much better option over Jermaine Asako. You'd still be happy with an 84 from Asako, but it was cool to see that come to fruition. 150 for Asako. He's going to be up over 800k. Crazy. Cody Nikorima, I've been talking about how I like him as an option. I would have had him if he still had that hooker jewel. And maybe if you just need a bit of juice in the 5'8", you could definitely go him. He's a bit cheaper. He will do a job for you. He's done a job for me in the past. And I think that's really all to go over for the Dolphins. For the Cowboys, what can you really say in a game where they score 4 points? I trade Drinkwater in for a 33. Not ideal, but whatever. He'll get some better scores eventually. And I think we can just gloss over the rest of those points. It was a bit dire for them. Rabbitohs, Tallis Duncan gets an 113, of all people. Keon, broken eye socket. He'll be gone for a few weeks. I'm just going to hold on to him because we're going to want him for the run home. He's an absolute beast. And a lot of us are going to have Olukwatu to trade out anyway. I'm not going to go over any of the other Souths players. They're just not very relevant at the moment. And same with the Bulldogs, kind of, except for Kiraz with a 93. I really want him. Lockie Galvin with a 70. So he's another one that could be looking like an okay option for the run home, but we need to see what happens with his minutes when Burton comes back. And Jacob Preston, 52, he's like 700k, so whatever there. So that's all the games. So for past scores this week, I think you'd be looking at about 950. I think 1,000's pretty good. I've seen a couple of like higher 1.1k scores. That would be really good. If you got like a 900, maybe some red arrows, anything below that, you're probably going to drop a few ranks. Let's go have a look who top scored the league, if I can. Yes, we can. We've got Trell's Milk. Interesting one. So Sebastian, if you see this, leave a comment with a bet for the Origin game, and I will put it on, and if it wins, it gets added to the prize pool. You will get half the budget for top scoring. The other half will get split between all the other comments. And I found myself there. I'm sitting at just about 3k. So plus 300 spots, that's okay. I really need to start making a run if I want to finish in the top 1k. That's doable. And that's the goal now, top 1k. As for bets, we got no hits for bets this week, unfortunately, but we got Origin coming up and then another $10 on the round of footy after that. So we should be able to get the group league up above 400 bucks, I think we're getting to. Yeah, 30 bucks or 400 bucks. So we'll get there. Comment your bets and comment your scores down below, and I'll see you for Teams List tomorrow. Uru.